Welcome to the deep dive. Usually when a number one seed like the defending champion OKC Thunder rolls into LA, looking to sweep LeBron James and the Lakers, well, you expect a calculated dismantling. But that chessboard got flipped over instantly. It was an absolute brawl from the opening tip.
Oh, totally. LA came out swinging like they had absolutely nothing to lose, just throwing these desperate, brilliant haymakers right out of the gate.
Yeah, they really were. I mean, Jackson Hayes was just twirling in the paint for, 18 points? And Alex Caruso came out blazing with 3 quick threes. Plus, Austin Reeves played this incredibly disciplined defense. He was staying totally grounded when OKC tried to bait him into the air with those deadly pump fakes. It was a vintage performance early on.
It really was. But what's fascinating to me is how OKC actually weathered that early storm. They didn't match the panic at all. They just tightened up their communication. I mean, Marcus Smart's relentless ball denial was really the key to shutting LA down.
Wait, let's unpack that for a second because, LeBron was showing incredible will on those late possessions, right? He was just bulldozing his way to the rim. So was OKC's defense actually suffocating them, or did LA just run out of gas from throwing all those early punches?
Well, it's honestly a combination of both. But Smart's defense acted like a complete firewall. He wasn't just guarding his man, he was completely cutting off the router.
Oh, wow, cutting off the router. I like that.
Yeah, by positioning himself firmly between the ball and the passing lanes, he prevented LA from even starting their offensive sets. So that forced LeBron into these frantic solo drives late in the shot clock, which, resulted in those chaotic passes we saw in the final minutes. LA exhausted themselves just trying to break through that firewall.
Right. So LA expends all their energy on those early swings, and that sheer fatigue is exactly what OKC exploits in the second half. And this changed the entire game. A.J. Mitchell erupts for 8 points in the first 3.5 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, and nobody saw this coming.
Nobody. Especially since he had to step up to fill that massive scoring gap left by Jalen Williams, Dub going down with an injury.
Exactly. I mean, losing Dub meant OKC lost a primary offensive engine, so they made this brilliant tactical adjustment. They completely changed their offensive geometry by intentionally moving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA off the ball.
Which completely breaks LA's defensive scheme, right?
Right, because LA's entire strategy was built around trapping SGA at the top of the key. So when OKC parked SGA in the corner, LA's defensive rotations were caught looking the wrong way. That confusion just opened up massive lanes, and Mitchell just walked right into them to cook the defense. It was so effective that SGA openly called Mitchell the outright best player of the series.
Giving up the spotlight to secure the win, that's superstar basketball.
Yeah.
But let's be real here. SGA still put on an absolute masterclass himself. His mid-range game was practically unguardable. He was out there hitting these incredible bump fades all night.
Yeah, and the mechanics of those bump fades are just flawless. He intentionally initiates contact, bumping the defender's chest, which knocks them back on their heels for a split second. Then he immediately floats backward to shoot. It creates just enough separation that a contest is physically impossible.
It looked like he was running a practice cone drill on the baseline.
He's completely dictating the tempo. SGA actually noted that in the final moments of a slow, grinding game, that is when you can really impose your will. He wasn't rushed at all. He just read the floor.
The climax was pure cinema. The crowd absolutely exploded as those clutch free throws and that final steal sealed the sweep for the Thunder, sending them to the conference finals.
It's literally a masterclass in handling extreme pressure. When you hear SGA describe reaching a flow state, it's not just some sports cliche.
Right. It's a very real thing.
It is. It's about intense preparation, allowing your brain to process high-stress information at a slower perceived speed. So whether you're trying to close out a brutal playoff series or, walking into a high-stakes board meeting, pacing yourself, refusing to let the opposition rush your tempo is the ultimate weapon.
Just trusting your instincts because you've done the reps.
Yeah.
But that leads to a fascinating dilemma as OKC waits to face either Minnesota or San Antonio. Because in his post-game interview, SGA actually admitted his biggest upcoming battle is fighting the rust from sweeping back-to-back series.
Yeah, that is the hidden danger of sweeping.
Exactly. Which leaves you with this to chew on for a bit. When the opponent goes down quickly and you're staring at days of empty gym time, is an undefeated playoff team perfectly rested